G'day guys and girls, Kieran French here back with another live chats with friends. It is a gorgeous Friday. Pretty busy day for me, so you know what's happening. The last couple of months I've been just asking content creators from YouTube, photography, four-wheel driving, mountain biking to bike riding. Anyone in general just wants to have a chat. Been talking about mental health and how they've been going through their lockdown and non-lockdown living. Obviously we are out of lockdown now. Just want to touch on how everyone's been going with their mental health. I know a lot of people don't like texting at the moment or calling, so I'm just reaching out to people that I watch as a content creator and just say hello, because sometimes it's always hard to forget just that quick question of, hey, how are you going? It's just one of those things that I just want to try and get across. Mental health is a big thing right now, and I want to try and make it a topic that's easy to talk about, that people don't have to, avoid. So today, a little bit different. Coming into the future of 2022, I'll be doing more four-wheel drive content creating, talking to four-wheel drivers and YouTubers. But today I'm talking to a mountain bike rider. A lot of people probably know him on TikTok as Benny, or Benny McBenface. He's a guy, does a lot of mountain bike riding and shows a lot of stacks. Pretty funny stuff. Watching some guys stack and injuring themselves when it's not you. Sometimes, get a good laugh out of it. But today, I've got Ben on today and we're just talking about how his mental health has been, how we got into riding, and just how he's been going, really, because I know he always asks the question of how everyone else is and what they ride, but how is he? So hopefully I can get him on today and we can have a quick chat and see what's been going on, answer some fun questions if they pop up, and go from there. But, excuse me, for a very stressful day today. I've been busy as. So to anyone that is currently coming on my live chats, I've got these coming out. So Ben, you'll be receiving one of these as well. Just a quick gift, just some stickers and stuff to say thank you for joining me. It is hard to try and get these guys and girls onto the chat to take out some time just to talk about things and how they are and how they got into this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Ben's pretty much ready to go. Let's get this one in and accept Ben and see how Ben's been going and what's been happening. Hopefully it joins up straight away. Otherwise, I just look like silly, just talking to myself. Yeah, nice.
I'm on.
Hey, dude, how are you?
Good, man. Thanks for the invite.
No stress at all. I must say a big thank you for actually joining me and take some time out to ask some questions of yourself.
No worries.
Let's go straight into it. What's your name, your Instagram handle, and where are you currently living?
Benny McBenface. There's a few underscores in that. Mainly on TikTok. Based in Melbourne, Australia.
Very good. Yes, I have seen you riding around Melbourne a fair bit at the moment. That's pretty good, dude. Keeping yourself occupied.
Yes.
That's the main thing. Hey, let's get straight into this. How are you doing, dude? How's the lockdown been for you, and how are you going mentally? Like, what's been happening?
Well, it's good now that we're out, and we can actually do a few things. So heading to the Yuyangs this weekend. It's a place in Melbourne. We do a bit of mountain biking.
Yes.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
That sounds really good, dude. Getting out, stretching the legs. I'm assuming you have been. Oh well, you have been a fair bit there the last couple of weeks or months. So is that right? Riding still?
Yeah. So I guess mainly in lockdown we were confined to the 5K, and so that's sort of what how I started. In that, I got out there and just started recording what I saw out there, and it just sort of celebrated the culture, the riding culture of Melbourne, in that everyone was building locally, building jumps locally. So I guess very much unique to Melbourne, and then just sort of celebrated that, and then just started featuring people and talking to people and trying to learn mountain bike jumping myself. And that was it, yeah.
I guess that's why I wanted to ask you that question. How are you? Because I did see you do ask a lot of people how they are on their bikes and stuff.
Yeah, I just like to talk to people and just say g'day and get to know people. And the reason I spoke to people about their bikes and what they're riding is because a lot of people think that they need to have the best bike that's out there and it's going to help them. And I'm like, no, that's not really true. So it's really just encouraging people that, whatever bike you've got, it's okay. So I had this bit of catchphrase early on, and send what you've got. So that's really, I guess, what I did. So send what you've got, and there's a lot of kids and people that are better than me on very average and cheap bikes. So you don't need the expensive bikes.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. I've got the tickle in my throat as soon as I jumped on. Excuse me. As soon as I jumped on, now I can't talk. Yes, that was the main thing you're trying to get across. It doesn't have to be the most expensive bike, as long as you're out enjoying the outdoors and still riding. That's, I think, a really good thing you're trying to get across.
Exactly.
So, dude, what do you do for a living at the moment? Are you still currently working, or are you just, I guess, building content? Because I think your TikTok has got a good following on there.
Yeah, I just sort of, I guess I work for myself, business consultant essentially. But I just sort of stumbled into TikTok, just showing my journey. So, and I think TikTok is very good for that. With Instagram, everything's very perfect, very photoshopped, beautiful, crisp edits. Whereas when you go to TikTok, it's very raw, and it's more real. And I've gone, wow, I like this. So I just felt good, just sort of showing what it is that I do, and just progressing and learning stuff, and just showing people that it's okay to not be perfect. If you want perfect, go to Instagram, go get your Photoshop over there. Here, we're raw, we're trying, we're progressing.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, you understand where I'm kind of trying to get across. You don't have to have the best of everything. As long as you're out there just having a shot, everyone's going to help you out if they're in the same niche. I guess, as you've seen so far with all the riders as well, they're always trying to help someone else out, trying to push them or guide them through a jump or building new jumps. So that's pretty cool and pretty unique, I would say. Definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, so, my work's just popping up. I'll just turn the sound off. No, the work was just popping up. I'll just turn it off. That was all I was doing.
I know, you're right.
So go ahead. What were you saying?
No, it's really cool that you're trying to get across all this, I guess, mental health kind of building, kind of bringing all the community together as riding as one, showing everyone that it is okay to, I guess, get out and enjoy life. And if you sometimes stack, as we did, I do see some of your fail clips, it is all right to just have a stack and get back up and give it a shot again. I guess that's what you're trying to get across.
Well, I guess the reason that it's on Instagram is that TikTok takes down all of the crashes. So they're very much into censorship there. And so I just posted a couple on Instagram, and then my inbox has now been flooded with whatever just wants to be featured with their crashes.
So yes, I bet they do.
It's like, just can you share? I'm like, okay, I'll just keep sharing it. And just every day there's like 5 to 10 more crashes that are in my inbox. So
I guess that's why my DM was disappeared in your inbox there.
Well, that's right. Normally it's just I just get, and I'm not used to this. So like 12 months ago, I had like 500 followers. And
dude, now
there's like 3,500 or something. I'm like, I sat on like 500 for like 10 years. Doesn't grow at all. And now my inbox is just flooded. And that's why I miss so many. There's a lot that are just sitting there and I can't actually get to them all. And I did think you were just like one of the random. I've gone, I'll just scroll through. Oh, hang on, that's not quite right.
No, that's fair, dude.
Apologies if I took a while.
Yeah. Trying to get flooded with all those messages, mine would probably just get lost in translation of what's been going on. But from your Instagram to your TikTok, 903K. Is that 93K? Is that right? You've got
93, almost. Yeah, probably a month off 100K, I would say.
That is cool. Like, did you ever think you would get such a big following from creating, I guess, small, quick videos?
No. I thought someone who's old and average and not very good looking, I thought, no, that doesn't fit the model of viral. But obviously people, I asked some people why they follow me, and it's just relatable, I guess. So, there's 1% that are excellent, Red Bull, riders or professionals, and there's 99% that are average trying to learn to do stuff. And then so they relate to me because of that. So
definitely.
That's basically it. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we'll get into some light-hearted questions now. As I know you as a mountain bike rider, you like going out riding. What is your favourite bike you are currently riding? I know you've got an arsenal of bikes, so I'm assuming there's one you actually like getting out on. Which one is it?
Well, you can probably see it there. So the top one there, that's been my staple for a while. That's just my everyday everyday mountain bike. So that one's probably the favourite. This one I haven't even really ridden yet. That's the new e-bike.
Yes,
I sort of think we can probably go a bit closer. So that one there, and then this one here is the new e-bike. That's because I don't like riding up hills.
Oh man, I feel your pain. Is that a gravel bike?
No, that is a fixie. So about 10 years ago, I used to ride a bike to work, and I got sick of doing the maintenance. So it was like a mountain bike, and it was on road tyres, and I got sick of the maintenance and the cost of that. So I thought, just give me a bike with no gears, minimal cost, and it cost me $300 secondhand. So I didn't care if it got stolen. Whereas something like that, I can't ride that anywhere, and I can't leave it locked up because it'd be gone within the day. So
in minutes. Yep.
So I've just got a cheap bike and happy to thrash that and let that get stolen. So
well, let's hope it doesn't get nicked. I must say we don't want that ever happening, because I know the feeling. You buy something and you put all your hard money to it and someone takes it away. So definitely hope that doesn't happen. You did say you're going to Yuyangs this weekend. Good question for you. Where's your favourite place you've been riding? Is it Yuyangs, Bright? Have you been down to Red Hill? Because that's where I normally ride.
I haven't got to Red Hill yet. Whenever I want to go there, we're in the middle of lockdown, so I haven't had a chance to get there. So Yuyangs is one of the closest. So living in the city of Melbourne, there isn't any mountain biking nearby. So everything is 45 minutes, to an hour away. So for me, I think Bright is the favourite. I'm heading there at the end of the year. So
Nice.
I don't like riding up hills, just going downhill. Nice, flow trails. Bright ticks those boxes, and there's so much other things to do there. So that's why I love that place.
Oh, yeah, I'm yet to still get down to Bright. I want to try and do a forward drive bike riding, I guess, adventure whenever I can, hopefully in 2022. But yeah, my local is Red Hill. So maybe we might be able to tee something up, and you guys, if you get the chance to come down my way, and I will show you some pretty cool gnarly trails that they've got going on down there. I
want to take this one here down here. I want to take that one, the e-bike.
Probably a good idea, because I know there's a couple of good, decent hills, and I know I hate it, and I have a full suspension bike, and we have 200 mil travel on the front, and not fun running up.
Oh, yeah. Nice. What are you riding?
I'm currently riding a Giant Glory, and I did build just before a Kona Stinky rebuilt one of them.
Oh, nice. So
yeah.
So a question for you: how did you find me?
Through TikTok. If you didn't really, I was scrolling through. You came through my feed, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Got into bikes, and I saw some stuff you were talking about. Someone that I think they asked, "Can you do me a shout out?" And you was like, "Hey, can you ask me your name? What kind of bike you're riding?" And then you were showing some stuff about dirt jumps. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is what I want to see, some more stuff like this, interacting with everyone else." So I gave you a follow, and I was like, "You know what? I want to have a chat to you and see how you are." So
cool.
Yeah, that's where I found you.
Cool, appreciate it.
So yeah, that's been going on with me. But got a good question. Somebody asked me to say to you: have you ever had a stack? And if you have, what is your worst injury you've had?
You probably can't tell, but this finger here I fractured in like April or May, and it still hasn't healed. And that's just doing basic stuff. But I've ripped my whole chin off. This is at Listerfield.
I do know Listerfield. Yes, I sure do.
I was just riding the cross-country trails, grabbed the front brake, and then my face just grinded straight into the ground.
Man.
So I had to ride half an hour back to the car.
Oh, jeez.
And then drive 45 minutes back home, and then go to... So if you imagine me riding for half an hour, and then just the blood was just streaming down here.
Yeah.
And then so the people riding the other way, you should have seen their face.
I bet. I bet. Their faces would have been crazy. Watching this guy ride past, and he's got gravel still stuck up to his face and bleeding out. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a pretty bad one.
But apart from that, no real crashes. I don't like... As you get older, the risk and the fear increases exponentially, and I can't send big. My brain, I got to hit a jump. My brain says, "No, you're too old for that." So it's hard to, when you get to my age, to try to send that big. It doesn't work. Whereas my son, who's, a quarter of my age, doesn't even think about it. I'll just send it, and then but he crashes as well. So
Yes, there are no consequences. I'll deal with it tomorrow, kind of thing. I do feel where you're coming from, as we both have to work. We don't want to not go to work after an injury. So yes, I do get where you are coming from when it comes to stuff like that. There's a couple of bigger jumps down at Red Hill, 30, 40-foot gaps and some big road gaps. And there's 10-year-olds in it, and they're like, "Come with me." And I said, "No, no thanks."
I was so I went to Ballarat, a place called Black Hill, just near Ballarat, a couple of weeks ago. And I saw these big jumps. I'm not going to hit it. I won't hit it, because I've got to drive home for an hour, over an hour. And then someone sent me a video today. It's actually on my story. And they missed the jump and they broke their leg.
Yes, I did see that today. I was just watching it before. Yeah. Oh man.
And the jump, I said no, and he sent me a photo. And here's his broken leg and broke his tibia. And I'm like, and that. Exactly why I don't send it, because there's that, and I have to drive home for an hour. So
that's exactly right. Yeah, because no one else is going to take you home. You are the adults, and consequences can be pretty bad. If
there are consequences. Yep. Yep.
So I'm guessing the crash videos. I'm assuming you get some pretty horrific ones. What's the worst one you've seen so far? You did say that was a broken leg or tibia.
The worst ones I see are the guys doing backflips. And they do backflips from I'll just send a backflip. Whereas I'm like, no, I got to practice on the ground, then the trampoline, then the foam pitch, and then the resi, and then progress. Like, no, I'm just going to send a backflip. And I'm like, oh dear. There's a guy, and a few people would know that on Instagram, called Canal. Have you heard of this guy, Canal?
Yes. And
he just flips up and just front flips, and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't do it. So. That to me just is so scary for me to watch that sort of stuff. So,
yes, when I first attempted my first backflip into a foam pit, I absolutely cracked myself. And also going into a resi, as you were just saying before, that was one thing I sort of had no idea what I was doing. I sort of did land it and then never took it to concrete. I was just way too scared. I couldn't feel it. That feeling of rotating over and then being able to land quickly, not my style. Definitely like you, I ride downhill. That's about it. I don't like riding uphill because I'm a bit too lazy and I can't be bothered.
How do you go with the drops and the gaps?
Dude, there's a couple, when you ever get the chance to come out, there's a couple of good little small jumps that started me off. I used to race BMX back when I was at high school. My worst injury was a broken collarbone. They thought I broke my neck. I was in the Vic titles. So I stopped after that. Just got back into riding, and then someone was like, "Hey, come down." And I sort of love, I guess, downhill. But jumps and drops and stuff, I think those things in your head, you think you can do it. You watch someone else do it. You go to ride, and you go, "Oh," and you pull out last minute. It's just a mind over matter. I know I can do it, but it's just if I don't attempt it, I'm not going to do it. Don't push me.
Yeah, no, I think coming from BMX, you get a lot of good core skills in jumping, and I never had that. I rode for like 20 years as XC, and I'd ride once every 3 months. This bike, when I bought it 2 years ago, sat in the box for like 6 weeks.
No way.
I just didn't ride that much. Sat in the box. My kids would say, "Dad, when are we going to build the bike?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll get round to it. And it would normally sit on the reason that it's up high, I'd have the fixie down here because the mountain bike wouldn't get ridden. It would get ridden maybe once a month. So now it's up and down every day. But so I wasn't that really into mountain biking. So we would normally just avoid, and riding Listerfield mainly, there's no real jumps there.
That's right.
And any jumps we do, we just sort of skip them. They look a bit too hard, we'll skip it. So you never progress. Whereas everyone's hanging out at jumps now. Yes. I remember a year ago, kids started on tiny jumps, and then 2 weeks later they're this big, and then another month, and that's how they just progress, just doing it 2 to 3 hours a day. So
that's exactly right. Yeah, there's a good set of trails down there end of my street. They call them MC or MMC, just in Langwarrin. And when I originally first went out there, like you said, quite small. You look at them now. If I stand up, they're above my head. And these boys, they're ranging from 10 to my age, a little bit older, and they're sending it as quick as hard as they can, throwing some mad whips, knack-knacks, whatever, Supermans, and I'm just like, nah, no thanks.
That's the ones that McClellan drives, those ones?
That's the ones. Yep.
Yeah, no, they're quite famous. And Chevy down there, you know Chevy?
Yes, I have had Chevy on for my, I don't know, I think it was a third or fourth live chat. Yeah, I
Oh,
do ride with
excellent,
Chevy every now
excellent,
and then. So yeah, we had a good chat,
excellent.
see how he was. And yeah, Chevy is always down there maintaining them with his crew. So it's pretty good to see that group or community getting together, I guess, to try and keep and build and, I guess, organize some cool trails that everyone likes to ride. I think that's, I guess, the one thing I want to try and get across, really. I think we might cut out there. Hopefully we can get you back. You good?
Yeah, can you see me?
I can still see you. That's all right.
Audio's cut out, that's all. I'll send the audio, get the audio back. Is the audio okay?
Audio is good, dude. Yep, I can still hear
Oh, good, we're
clear as
back.
day.
We're back.
No, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah, so yeah, those trails are pretty close to me. So I try and ride my BMX down there when I can, and then obviously I'm riding tomorrow at Red Hill. Yeah, trying to get back my fitness. That's one thing since COVID, I guess, struck. My fitness is, yeah, need to get that back.
Yeah, I'm much the same. I gave myself the excuse to say, hey, COVID, just let it go. I can't train at home, and I've been injured a lot running. So I go, no, I'll just let it go. Wait till COVID's over, then we'll get back into it. So
yeah, definitely. Oh, that's cool. Here's a couple of good ones for you. Now we're out of lockdown, we can sort of do whatever we want, really. Is there any type of trips that you want to try and do? Obviously, you want to go to Bright. Is there any other places you may want to, I guess, adventure? It doesn't have to be a mountain bike riding. Just be, I don't know, somewhere you want to see.
booked for Tasmania. That was supposed to be Melbourne Cup weekend, but going there in February. So
That sounds awesome.
I think that's supposed to be the best trails in Australia. So yeah, keen to go and try them out.
That sounds awesome. How long are you going for? Is it a bigger trip and you're taking all your bikes and stuff, and the boys?
5 days, just taking the one main bike. So it's just a boys trip. So yeah, originally I was supposed to go to Whistler about 5 years ago. And my friend that I rode with a lot broke his collarbone the year before, and then the same year his wrist. I'm like, maybe that's not the trip for me. So I ended up going to Japan skiing instead. I'm actually a much better skier than I am mountain biker. So
right, there you go.
If I could get onto skiing talk, I would. So the dream is actually to move to Mount Buller and then just do skiing talk flat out. So
hell yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
That may happen next year. So still sort of trying to work that out.
Okay. There's some pretty cool stuff coming into 2022. So with the skiing and stuff, would you still bring the bike, obviously, for the summer season?
Well, I'd only do the ski season. So ski season just goes for 3 months. So I just go and do that, work up there, and ski every day, and just be a ski bum. So that's the plan. So we'll see whether that. So it's just one of those one of those dreams I've had. I always wanted to do. I want to go and tick it off. So yeah, we'll see whether that actually happens.
No, that sounds awesome. Quick question as well. How is the e-bike going? Because I know I've always wanted an e-bike. I don't have the money. I just bought a house. So what are your thoughts on the e-bike so far?
I haven't actually ridden it. So
okay. I've seen some monos.
Well, this is. I've done the wheelies. I've trialed it, cleaned it, got it all working. I just haven't taken it to the trails because, I don't get to ride as much as TikTok shows me riding. I don't get to ride that much. Yeah. So the last time I actually went mountain biking was 2 weekends ago. Whereas, and this is why I say don't believe social media, but on TikTok it looks like I'm riding every day.
Every day. Yep.
So I went to Ballarat. Was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe even 3 weeks ago. I couldn't take that one because my son was with me, and I will have just demolished him riding up and down and left him behind.
Yeah, definitely.
So I either need to find new friends, and so I'm going to Yu Yang's on Sunday. I can't take it. Because we're doing shuttles.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I may end up selling it, but it's really just a trial. So just to see if I do actually like it, awesome. and if it gets enough use. So
that's the main thing. As long as you, if you're not using it all the time, then obviously sell it on. Get back into the other bike, get that fitness happening. Because I know e-bikes is a thing about. You're not getting the riding done. You're not getting the fitness into you, but you still are. But you know what I mean? There's that thing about e-bikes at the moment.
Well, if you do 2 hours of riding on that bike or 2 hours of riding this bike, it's still 2 hours. I've just done twice as many laps. Twice as many laps.
Yes, there was someone last weekend. We did 2 laps. He had done 12. And I was just like, what?
And people say, I'm sort of like skiing. I'm not walking back up the mountain with my skis. I'm catching a lift, and that's a hell of a lot of fun. So that's just what I'm used to. So give it a go. So it is unrestricted. So most mountain bikes, you hit 25 k's an hour, and you can feel it sort of slow you down when you're heading downhill. So it's de-restricted. So yeah, it's good.
It sounds like a very gnarly bike then. Hopefully, if I get the chance to bump into you, you can show me, and hopefully you still got it.
We'll see. I'll be, so it might be, probably January by the time I can actually ride it. So we'll see what happens. And I'll probably head to Red Hill. That's the next place I want to take it.
That sounds good. We might be able to try and do some type of, meet up. I'll get Chevy and the other boys to come down. We'll do a pretty cool ride. I know there's one track you will really love, and that's Eden's Cutting. Some pretty gnarly tracks down there. I would say they're on the double black side with some big dirt jumps, but some smaller stuff that you can learn on. And I know if you followed me in, you'll see the confidence in yourself and you'll do them straight away. So yeah, hopefully we can tee that one up. Here's a good question for you as well. As we were in COVID and now we're not into COVID, is there any other things you like doing other than riding that no one knows about? Is it cooking? Is it, is it singing, or is it guitars? Is there something else you do that no one knows about?
So my background is not really mountain biking. A year ago, I wasn't mountain biking. I was doing Ninja Warrior stuff. So
yes, I did see that. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so and obviously with all the gym shot, I haven't been able to do that, and with a busted finger, you can't hang on. And you can actually see there. You can't probably see, but I've got super glue on there. I ripped it last night.
Nice.
So I do Ninja Warrior stuff. So, so I haven't been on the show. I've worked on the show during the day. So you're like what's called a course tester. So you get to play on all the equipment, do all that, and that's a ball of fun. So, the issue with it is it's actually a personality, or it's a TV show first and a competition second. So even though I can beat half the field, it's not enough to get on the show. So, but that's what I love to do. So I do that. I do gymnastics, flips, and trampoline. So that's sort of the other stuff that I like to do.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I must say, I don't know how I've never bumped into you before I got into the job I'm currently working. I used to work at Gravity Zone, which is an indoor trampoline place down in Carrum Downs. So yeah. Oh,
can you flip?
I sure can. Used to be able to. I don't know if I can do it anymore. I used to be able to do doubles.
Double into the foam or bag, or onto the tramp?
Pro tramps. Because I was a duty manager there, we had the chance to, jump whenever we could. So every Friday night, I was out there trying to do a double, and finally got the double. And there was a guy that I used to, ride with, and he was just an absolute freak. And every time I tried something, he'd do it so easily. And I was just going, why can't I do it? But I guess that's that thing in your mind. You gotta push yourself or let it go. Otherwise, you will hurt yourself. Yeah,
so I managed to get doubles. It took me so long to get up the courage to do a double back. But I've still only done it to the foam pit. I don't know about you, but the G forces you get by doing a double, I had no knowledge of what that was like. But just the feeling your whole face just go back is just huge.
It is a quick throwback with the head. If you're not tucking in hard enough, you're not getting that rotation round, definitely.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
So that's the other stuff I get into,
Yeah, awesome, dude. I must say a big thank you for actually joining me today and giving me some time up. I know it is a Friday. Lots of people are actually doing something and probably getting their Christmas shopping done. But jumping on, dude, and just having a chat and just seeing how you are, because I know you like to reach out to everyone else. It's pretty cool. Here's a good question. Would you say Kmart bikes are good for mountain biking? Hey, if you got a bike, I would say just ride it and see how you go. What do you think?
I'd go one above Kmart. I think I would go probably your Polygon bikes. You check the warranty on them. If you're just riding on the streets and gravel tracks, your Aldi bike is fine. But I'd probably go one step above. So that's your entry price around the $700 is sort of what I'd say to people to get into mountain biking.
Yes, that's a definitely good pick, I would say as well. if you're looking at riding and obviously the fixing of the Kmart bikes, they are okay. I wouldn't say they are the best quality, but if you're looking into getting into riding, I guess mountain biking, whatever it could be, yeah, $700 mark is probably your best range. I actually bought my Giant Glory, my downhill bike, for $800. So there you go.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that's great.
Just before COVID hit. So they're out there. Just got to keep looking. There's always other things that pop up every now and then. But to get into it, hey, go for it. But yeah, there's always lots of different bikes you can choose from. It's all about the money in the end. If you can afford it, then go for it.
Exactly, exactly.
I don't know if we have any other session, like things coming up. Someone said something about a shuttle. Are you guys doing shuttles? So how do you not normally do shuttles? Does someone have a ute? Or do you have the hook for the bikes that go like a shuttle rack?
It's organised by the Yuyangs Mountain Bike Club. So they're running shuttles. So you've got to book in through them. If they basically sold out within a day because everyone wants to get out and do shuttles. It's the first chance that people had after lockdown. But get onto their Instagram account and just say, hey, I'm looking for a ticket, and someone might be cancelling for the weekend. So get on their Instagram, get on their Facebook and just say, hey, I want a ticket. Leave a comment, and then maybe someone will get, shout out and sell you the ticket.
Cool. What's the shuttle, if you don't mind me asking, what's the shuttle normally worth? And is that
for a kid, it's about $35, an adult $50, something like that. So
yeah, nice.
And it's the same at Bright. I think Bright's like maybe $70 for a shuttle, something like that, $50 to $70. And you're normally knackered by the end anyway.
Yes, I bet you are, because I know I certainly am.
Yeah, it's hard work. You got to get strict for this sort of thing. So
yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to get some comments on here. There we go. There's a lot of people asking you about your TikTok and how you got into TikTok. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
I should actually, if I could actually share my original. Although it's very hard to find now, my original TikTok. If people want to go back to my original TikTok, it's got nothing to do with mountain biking. I thought I saw a funny viral video and I wanted to replicate it, and the sound was only on TikTok. My kids showed it. I'm going, that is hilarious. And I was doing puppy talk. I was doing dancing talk. There was, because I got a puppy at the same time. It's like nothing related to, and like my kids doing footy and stuff. So for those that scroll all the way back, and you need to scroll 3,000 videos. I was going to say,
it's pretty far down, isn't it?
I think I'm over 3,000 videos. So I've been averaging like five a day. So sometimes, I think some days I've done like 20 a day.
What?
So, and I've got far too much content. I've probably got a backlog of probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 that I just got to now stuff it. I'll just move on. So,
you are killing it, because I know it's a struggle for me to try and get some type of content across with my niche, I guess, what I do. But 50 to 100 backlogs, I'm going to say to you, good luck. Hopefully you can get it done by the end of the year.
You just got to move on. You just can't spend the time. But the reason I like it and not YouTube is because I can spend 5-10 minutes sitting on the couch. I'll just do a quick TikTok. Whereas if you want to do YouTube, it's like, okay, I need to dedicate 2 hours to that. And do you do YouTube?
I sure do. You can find everything under my name, Kieran's Existence. So most of my stuff is all about forward driving and adventuring. And then obviously mountain bike riding, which is called Weekend Riders, is on a Monday. Yes, I can see where you're coming from. YouTube is very difficult when it comes to, I guess, a story or a timeline and trying to get all the video clips in and editing it all and then having it produced by the end of the week. Yeah.
How long would that take you to do, do you reckon? How long would that take to do?
They vary. So like sometimes might be, I don't know, if I'm working after work, a couple of hours, and then sometimes they blow out for a couple of days because obviously I've got to either add other clips in or music or edit, whatever it could be. So yeah, they are difficult. TikTok, yeah, quickly do it, and pretty real.
Yeah, so I've had experience in doing videos for like 15 years, and I just know the editing takes forever. And I just can't be bothered sitting in front of my computer. Not yet at the moment. I may go to YouTube at some point because I have filmed basically the content for YouTube. I just haven't put it on there.
Yeah.
Whereas I just like the 5-minute quick edit. Oh, that's funny, and you get the instant feedback. Yep. Whereas the 2 hours of editing, going, oh, that's fun. Will someone actually watch the whole thing?
Well, that's it. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. My YouTube channel is never about, I guess, getting views. I wanted to create something so when I look back in the future, I can show myself or anyone that has been away with me that this is what we can do and what we have done. My mind isn't the best sometimes, and I sometimes forget what we're doing, and it always is hard to show a photo and show you or try and explain to you what we did, because you might get a different image. And yeah, that's why I started my YouTube channel. It's all about what I do and the things that I like doing. And then hopefully I can watch back in the future and go, man, I did some stupid stuff.
How are you going with TikTok?
TikTok is a fun and different thing, I guess. I started just for a lol, and now it's sort of got to, I think I'm at like a couple of thousand followers, nothing ridiculous. But one of my videos is just me walking into the shed and I open the door and I throw a spanner out. It's like 500,000 views. It's just, it's just, I don't understand. The TikTok is so crazy.
Yeah, I've got a few, and I've actually got a playlist of my viral videos. But there's like at least 20, 30 over 100,000. I've got a couple in the 1 to 2 million bracket, and
Crazy.
I could never predict what would be a viral video. I thought here's me doing a beautiful edit. I reckon this is awesome. 1,000 views, and then here's me just filming some BS. All right, there's 500,000 views.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
No edit, no music, no hashtags, no intro, no title, nothing. Upload, bang, 500,000.
Yeah, I think that was the same with me. Like I tried to do some type of series, what I was doing with the car. I was like, oh yeah, a couple 100,000 views, and then I just did this one. It's like me. It just says, it's caption. It says, working on the patrol. Me open the garage, and all he hears me swear, and I throw a spanner, and that's the most viewed. Like, how does that work?
So yeah, so I just like that sort of that rawness, and it's very easy to sort of go viral. So
I think it is getting across those videos, those quick videos that people can actually stop and watch. And then they obviously get to interact with you and see what you're doing. And then if they're doing the same stuff, they get to, like, I don't know, give you your comment, and then you can get to comment back. And yeah, it's good. It's a good little community, and sometimes it can be a really bad one at the same time.
Yeah, I find it's much more interactive. So there's also the comments are much more prevalent than they are on the Instagram, and certainly on YouTube. So there's a lot more interaction, and then there's the reply videos. So
Yes,
I guess
right,
it's a much bigger engagement, I think, with the community.
No, awesome. No, that is good. Look, dude, I'll leave it at this one. We have been chatting for, actually, I didn't even realize, half an hour. So that went pretty quick. I must say a big thank you again for joining me today. Like I said, I'll grab your address or PO box, whatever. I've got some stickers just to say thank you with a nice little note for giving me some time to see how you are instead of you asking everyone else how they are, and a little backstory of how you got into writing and what you do.
Awesome. Thanks for reaching out.
I appreciate it, dude. And hopefully I see you at Red Hill soon.
All right. Catch you later.
See ya.